returner in the game against the best server of all time.
Love. Dirty love.
Obviously, Kerber wants to get Serena on the run as much as possible.
30,
Easier said
15.
than done with the power that she possesses. Known as ay ay ay.
Heavy legs. Legs are a little bit tight in the first game because you're nervous.
A couple hours later than they anticipated a few days ago. Actually surprised they played the men's match before the women's, giving the men more time, although it didn't seem to affect their level, astounding level. Djokovic, Nadal. Here's Kerber, the great returner, already break point.
Serena only been broken 7 times so far in the tournament.
Let's for service.
It is. Great start for Kerber. That long wait, and she's quickest out of the blocks.
Obviously the type of extended rally that Kerber is hoping for. Trying to test Serena's endurance. And that is just what the doctor ordered for Kerber, who won the toss, elected to receive. And why not when you've broken about half the time you've had to return.
Also gives Kerber a game to play with because she knows it's going to be so tough to break the Williams serve.
Serena's going to look to move forward to cut those angles off that Kerber loves to hit, as she did on that forehand.
Nice serve, 101. Really improved that serve using the lower body to drive up and out. Much better. It's been one of her goals in adding Wim Fissette to her team. Improve her serve.
Used to drag that foot up. Doesn't do so anymore. Altered her stance. Used the legs a little bit more. It's helped her.
13-15.
See, combined Wimbledon wins about 50.
This will settle a lot of nerves for Kerber on the front foot immediately.
Game.
Oh, impressive start for Angelique Kerber.
Miss Kerber leads 2 games to love. First set.
Just unreturnable.
15 love.
Slice outside of the ball.
Staring at the patch of grass which betrayed her, Serena.
15-all.
Kerber's been doing this so well all Wimbledon. Just at least getting the return back up the middle deep.
Have to watch Djokovic, the all-time great returner in the men's game. Kerber now trying to do her thing.
15. 15.
Saw that time and time again at the Australian Open in the final when Kerber beat Serena.
40-30.
Kerber, so good with the passing shot. She loves the target.
Closed out effectively for Williams to get her first game.
Miss Kerber leads 2 games to 1. First set.
And just to remind you of the sort of path that Serena Williams has had in the last few months and beyond, gave birth to Alexis Olympia, her daughter, on the 1st of September, and was determined to come back and come back quickly, but there were complications and decided not to play in the Australian Open, so played Indian Wells, Miami, one good, one not so good. And then the French Open at Roland Garros, it was going well, but she played doubles as well, injured herself playing with her sister, and had pulled out of that much anticipated match against Sharapova. But now, only now, she seems to be really picking things up.
Yeah, she's starting to find her stride, has gotten enough matches under her belt. This is just the 14th match.
Tiger Woods is trying to figure out how to do the same thing, get back. Will he ever do it?
Sitting there stretching out 14 majors. He'll be up at Carnoustie from tomorrow, I would imagine.
You got Serena, I'd still say Lewis Hamilton. There's here are a lot of stars in the audience, 80-90% there. That's enough against almost anyone, particularly on this surface where she's so intimidating, so powerful, and admirably continues to want it so badly. These all-time great champions are still hungry. It's selfish. They want to win all the majors if they can. There's 3 women that had kids. I know Kim Clijsters, Yvonne Goolagong was my favorite. Margaret
Court. So she's looking to become the 4th. And chasing Margaret Court's all-time Grand Slam singles record of 24. Kerber, though, in a good position.
keeping the pressure and the pace on her ground strokes and her serve, which would be expected.
But the movement has improved so much in her comeback. That's what was so noticeable in those first couple of tournaments. It was very sluggish, and it's improved from match to match in Wimbledon as well.
Likes that forehand up the line. Not well timed there.
Low 30.
Actually, you'd say a lucky stab, but it sure worked out well. Swing at it, something good may happen, as it did for Serena there.
The door is wide open for the breakback for Williams. And it comes back in a flash to Serena Williams.
She just increased the intensity of that game. Looked like she decided to stand closer to the baseline, hit it fractionally harder, and of course that robs Kerber of time to react. She has that ability to just move it up a notch very quickly.
Patrick Muratoglu, Williams' coach since 2012.
Picked the line off Kerber's forehand. She still hit her winner.
Kerber looking up at her camp.
15 low.
That's as good as I can do. Signature shot, forehand up the line, on the line, and Serena hits a winner back.
Wow.
Off speed pitch. Surprise Kerber.
30 low.
Thanks that 120 miles hour serve. Seemed like 140 when he hit the previous one at 88.
Fastest of the tournament for Serena, 122.
Thirty, 15. Forty, 15.
Very aggressive, willing to move forward, take it to Kerber. Wow.
Yeah.
There's the heart.
125.
New record for Williams in this tournament. Pointing it out, 125 down the middle, and she's
3 games to 2. First set.
If it were a slightly rocky start by Williams, she's certainly picking up the pace now, and Kerber up against it.
So she's already given Angelique something to think about. It's safe to say, because she's mixed things up well in the serve. She's unloaded on the biggest serve she's ever hit at Wimbledon. That's ever, right? she had ever hit a big one. Certainly this tournament.
Well, certainly this tournament. We'll have to check on that. We'll get somebody onto it. But I mean, this is where she feels at home. The last time she lost at Wimbledon was because she didn't play last year, 2014 third round, Alizé Cornet. I mean, that's how far you have to go back to find a defeat in the singles for Serena Williams here. So as you said, if she's getting to 80-90% of her best when she comes here as well, that lifts.
Well, she just lifted herself from at least 80 to 90 there, because she's looking awful sharp, hitting the ball very cleanly. She does have the ability, unique to almost any of the female players that are out there, take the racket out of your hands. They have a hard time reacting.
Marion Bartoli is in, the 2013 champion, beats Sabine Lisicki, German finalist, and haven't been too many. I mean, Steffi Graf winning 7 times, but apart from that, Germany has not had great success in the women's singles at Wimbledon.
Apart from Steffi's 7.
Yeah, Steffi's 7, but Silly Awesome in 1931 would be the only other one. I knew you were about to say that, Tracy.
Yeah, I had that on the tip of my tongue. Wow, incredible defense from Kerber, starting right from the return.
30 love.
Uses a squash shot, gets her legs down to absorb the power, and then moves so well and gets back on offense.
Leg, second service.
What a shot. Imagine the type of
40.
timing that takes to be able to handle that.
Redirect it back up the line.
These are two of her favorite shots. Backhand up the line, forehand up the line. Incredible use of angles. When she passes, look cross court.
That's where Kerber can get in trouble. That second serve can get attackable. Now she's keeping a high first service percentage. She's got to maintain that.
Leg, third service.
Just what Kerber required, and hasn't wilted from that onslaught of a couple of games from Williams.
3 games all. First set.
128 miles an hour Serena Williams hit at the Australian Open a few years ago.
To handle the pace from Williams the first couple of shots, and then throw in the backhand drop shot she used so well in the finals of Australia a couple years ago.
No question that Serena's moving better than she has since she's come back. Actually had a good look at that. She's going to have to move better the way Kerber's hitting the ball.
Love 30.
First double of the match, and the crowd rallies behind Serena Williams.
Very unusual. Serena usually has a lot of safety on her second serve because she gets so much topspin. It's good net clearance and then dives back in the court.
We'll call hitting 2 in a row.
And the first break point quickly disappears.
15-40.
Stretching Kerber so far out wide. 2 break points saved.
30-40.
Took a little pace off of each of those first serves to ensure she got them in.
It is at the third time of asking. Kerber has the break again and has the edge in this first set.
Miss Gabby, 4-3. First
No matter
set.
who you are, you don't want to put additional pressure on yourself. The way she did, tossing those 2 doubles, get down love 40. Had her back off on a couple serves. Thought she had her feel back on the serve. Missed another big one, and when given that opportunity, she can jerk you around back there. You're not quite sure what she's going to go for him, but she's ready to line up and hurt you with that up the line. She did it again.
And of course, much of the focus has been on Serena Williams for what she's trying to do here and the greatness she's achieved in the game. But if you think about Kerber, in 2016 she was at times the dominant player. So if she gets close to that level again, well, it could be a great thing for her and for the women's game. A few dark clouds up above, but not too threatening.
They close the roof again.
For Kerber, 2016, that year alone was a Hall of Fame year. 2 majors, got to #1. And this is a big jump up in level for Serena. First top 10 player she's played, and so much experience behind Angelique Kerber as well.
Played her on this court. That helps us. That's why Kerber seems a lot more settled than she did the first time they played at the Wimbledon Final.
With the new balls, Kerber, and with the break.
Love.
Going to make the same mistake twice there. See how difficult it's going to be for Kerber if she has to hit a lot of second serves. Try to keep the percentage high.
Miss Kerber can on the left, fast line. The ball was called out.
Serena seems to be walking back to the deuce court. They would lead you to believe she thought it was in. We'll see. It's out. Take that.
Great timing on the return from Serena. 101 mile an hour serve, and Serena just batted it back with ease. Kerber's fastest serve of the tournament, 106, so she's really going after her first.
Out. 30.
It's wide, and Kerber hanging on just in the face of the Williams forehand power.
World-class defense.
Getting that extra ball. Kerber moves so much better than Gerges does. Semi-finalist that Serena played.
Loose from Williams, good hold from Kerber.
Miss Kerber leads 5-3, the first set.
11th unforced error from Serena. She's really trying to be ultra aggressive.
And again.
Miss Williams, this is Williams on the right near the line. The ball was called out.
I didn't see it. Chair was in the way. Let's see. Give her some time to regroup more than anything else.
Love 15. Mrs. Williams has 2 challenges remaining.
Pressing for her at the moment, wanting it so bad to level up to where she needs to compete. But yet, 2-5, love 30.
Patience there from Serena, not going for the line so quickly in the point.
15-30.
She has enough pace. She should trust that she can hang a little longer in the rally.
Set points. That's 30 all. Called out. Challenged by Kerber.
Miss Kerber on the left. Baseline. The ball was called out.
It was long. We shall see. Indeed.
Miss Kerber has 1 challenge remaining.
Just mistimed that ball.
30-40.
And with that timing being off, that does bring up set point for Angelique Kerber. And there it is. Williams is going to have to do it the hard way. Kerber strikes first. First set in this ladies' final goes the way of the German.
Here's game to 3.
Outstanding job throughout that set by Kerber. The focus was there from the first point. She got the early lead. She withstood the barrage of Serena. She continued to make her hit that extra ball. It was Serena that was pressing and going too big. I think Tracy's point very well taken. The power's there, that's clear. But you've got to believe in yourself. If you're going to have to get in some rallies, you wait and bide your time. I know Serena gets that. She's been there a billion times. I suspect that's exactly what she will do.
Kerber can make opponents feel so uncomfortable. Kerber with a tighty, just 3 unforced errors. She's moving incredibly well and really doing a great job of neutralizing the Serena Williams power. And then when she has the opportunity, she's stepping into the court and being aggressive, and great shot selection.
Perhaps she could consider, going Serena, that is more up the middle of the court, take away some angles, and wait for the opportunity.
And it's not the Williams serve at fault in terms of first serve percentage. Certainly 76%. That's a good number. But the unforced errors 14-3. And we watched Elena Ostapenko against Kerber in the semi-final, and at a slightly different level. But Ostapenko was just blasting and making too many mistakes, and Kerber had the accuracy.
Very similar type of match played so far in this final as we saw the other day, but I would anticipate Serena making some subtle changes right now and make Kerber feel pressure and stress.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Second set.
Bonus when she gets the ace.
The 15.
First one in the match.
How does Kerber get that back? That is incredible defense, and then great hands. That ball was moving towards the grass very quickly. She dug it out.
Serena's got to expect that ball's going to come back, be more ready for the next shot. How about that?
There's the shot that you were talking about before. It's so impressive.
Her knees seem to hit the ground. I mean, it's amazing timing.
It's like a slinky. She bounces down, seemingly off balance, and still hits a winner.
Unbelievable shot. Ace on a second serve.
100-mile-an-hour second serve.
That's when you know you're confident. Maybe also the score at 40 love.
Game.
Well, the howl from Williams as she stretched for it, but that is a very impressive service game from Angelique Kerber, having taken that first set to come out and take it to 15. She's looking very, very strong. Again, the crowd will rally behind Serena Williams. They've chosen their favourite today. Of course, they want to see greatness achieved. What a feast already on Nadal, Djokovic.
I sure did. That was some match. Now he's got to knock herself up. Now it's time to step up.
15 love.
That was the type of loud yell we saw from Serena after she lost the first set against Barty in the French. She turned it around.
Interesting that she moved forward to take that in the air. She's not quite sure. It appears to know what to do here with Kerber. She's very sharp.
How about this pass, though? The ball seemed to move away from Kerber at the last second, had some side spin, and she adjusts beautifully to get around the outside of the ball.
Almost always goes cross court on those passes. Got to be ready.
Oh, it's brilliant. Everything Williams does at the moment, Kerber has the answer.
15-30.
I'm not sure if this is a good sign, John, seeing Serena trying to move forward and finish points off at the net. It's almost like she doesn't have confidence that she can trade ground strokes with Kerber.
Seems to be pressing, that is for sure. Move forward on that one. Hope the reserve can get her out of trouble here.
There immediately.
That is good coaching and good understanding your opponent, because that's the shot she hits almost every time. Look where she's standing there. Still an excellent drop volley.
There it is, with every roar she gives, it is like that reset button. Let's get going, she says.
Much needed game from Serena to stop the run of 5 games in a row from Kerber.
Oh, watch out. It was out. She's going to take her head off. That'll make Kerber think.
Her heart must have skipped a beat there.
Net service.
Came back just about as quickly as it was sent down towards her. And again the cry of come on from Serena Williams.
Classic Serena willing herself to that next gear that she needs.
Also sending a message to her opponent as well.
Finally, she takes it up the line. Serena can't believe that that point developed the way it did. She expected the lob to come, but it was shorter than she anticipated. Couldn't let it bounce. Easy for me to say, watching.
Mad at herself.
40-30.
Now she walks back, puts her hand flat like she does. It's resetting her mind, giving herself some extra time. That second serve just 78 miles per hour. Missed opportunity.
But again, Kerber not caught up in the hype. The support for Williams, doing her own thing and doing it well.
With Kerber leads 2-1. Second set by 1 set to love.
I suppose you've got that desperate desire to, as you say, reset herself, get herself going, but that only takes you so far if you are just mistiming the ball slightly. We're very impressed with Kerber again, because so much has been talked about Williams. Of course the focus is on her, but she is maintaining her game, doing her thing, and doing it very impressively.
She has the experience in the big stage, and she's really trusting herself, going after her serves, going after her shots. I loved her reaction, Angelique's reaction after she won the first set, just looking up at her camp. Just quiet confidence, didn't over-celebrate. It's like, I have more work to do. She believes. It's looking like she thinks she can win. Very solid so far, timing the ball beautifully.
A bit overwhelmed by everything that happened a couple years ago. It hit her in some ways by surprise, and there's so much more to deal with on and off, probably more so off the court, and the expectations to try to back it up. It's necessitated the coaching change, and that has really gotten her back on track. Bring the wily veteran Wim Facet back in the mix. He's been around. He's really helped Kerber get back on top. And an opportunity for her to get the third Grand Slam title of her career on the first Wimbledon. Magnificent mixing up of her shots. Very unpredictable, Kerber. Effective. Solid as a rock out there.
First serve's in for Serena, not a problem. It's 78%, but just winning 59% of those points. For the tournament coming in, it's been at 80% when she gets the first serve in.
Best returner in the game. You're looking at her right now.
That's easy, 15.
She has stepped it up, Kerber, forcing Williams to dig deeper, try to lift her level.
Forty, 15.
more the shoulder slump.
40-30.
This time it's Kerber who strays and Williams does have the hold.
2 games all. Second set.
You're breathing so hard, Williams. It often makes it look hard working. You think she might be struggling, but then she finds plenty of reserves. It's very hot out. Well, hot. For this part of the world, it's hot out there today.
Yeah. Hottest Wimbledon I can remember.
Least amount of rain. It's been wonderful. That's worrisome when Serena misses a ball by that much. Just off balance. Kerber's doing such a great job of moving her left, right, wrong footing her, jerking her around.
Best I've ever seen her serve is this a bit Kerber.
I've never seen her go after her serve like this. Confidence level is at a high for Kerber. And maintaining it, because the serve is something that can go astray for Kerber.
40.
It's not a natural motion for her. Sometimes the toss can go astray and she'll start to decelerate.
Coming in, 13 doubles, well,
40,
one here,
15.
the entire tournament.
Every time Williams does find something, swats away one of those ground strokes, the crowd getting right behind her.
Forty love to deuce. Terrific shots from Williams.
She's going to go down swinging. Guarantee you that.
Can she find the timing? That's what she needs, to hit the ball cleanly, consistently.
Her level's improving in this set. Oh, she wanted that.
Advantage. Miss Kerber. Game.
Well, Kerber holds, and once again the stroke of Williams followed by a plaintive cry.
Miss Kerber leads 3-2. Second set by 1-0.
And again, not the concern of Kerber at all. She moves on pretty well. Still on serve in this second set, but Williams has not. It's not as if she needs to change the game plan. Well, she just needs to do what she usually does. Do it better, find that timing somehow, but how does that change during a match?
Well, and how do you do that when you only had 13 matches in the last year and a half? Came back in March at Indian Wells and looked sluggish with her movement, which is so understandable. She's gotten better with each match. It's just kind of how much time does she have and how tough is the opponent It's a race against time for Serena because Kerber is not letting up. Really been impressed with the way that Kerber has been able to maintain this level, sustain this powerful hitting with consistency.
One way to do it is to give yourself more margin, maybe a little bit more spin. And find your range, find your confidence.
Jenny Wade in the Royal Box really is a star-studded cast in the stands today. Actually, her final against Betty Stove in 1977, the last time for the final of a women's singles at Wimbledon had been between 2:30-something, which I found remarkable. I had to check it twice, but...
Wonderful year for Virginia Wade, winning on the centennial year.
My first one.
That's right. Mine as well.
So Williams still on serve in this second set at 2-3.
Wow, that's a big change from Serena. Looked like she had the mentality, okay, I need to work the point. Much more patient.
15, low.
What she doesn't want to do is beat herself. She's been overhitting quite a bit here so far. Beautiful job there. Doesn't want to get in a lot of those extended rallies.
Some moments of brilliance, and then you see the rust come back, which is so understandable from Williams. 20 unforced. Williams said it's not inevitable that I was going to get to the finals. Come on, guys, this is awesome. It's almost like we expect so much of her so quickly in her comeback.
That's great playing from Kerber. Tremendous. Really making Serena work out there.
15-30.
All going just as planned for Angelique Kerber at the moment.
It's not only the great defense from Kerber, but the way she's able to send it back with power and depth.
Left service.
Once again, superb from Angelique Kerber, chasing everything down. But more than that, producing the winner.
15.
The bar she was.
One breakpoint saved. Williams living on the edge.
30-40.
Kerber's 3 for 6 on breakpoint opportunities.
what a way to take the break, which may be decisive. And we talk of Serena Williams, but applaud Angelique Kerber.
She is going for broke.
4 games to 2.
Sets up
Second
her
set.
favorite shot. That forehand up the line. Thank you very much.
84 miles per hour.
Low.
Boy, this is a huge game. Big difference between 5-2 Kerber up. Serena can break Kerber here back on serve.
Well, this time it's good. Yes, you get the feeling it's now or never to break back.
I don't know if I ever get that feeling it's now or never with Serena. I think she's won more matches from match point down than anyone I've ever seen. That's glad it didn't affect her.
30-15.
Some idiot yelling.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep quiet between the first and second serve. Thank you very much.
A dream of title number 8, the hopes of Grand Slam 24 slipping away.
Oh, another one.
And another step closer. Williams looks to her box, says, what can I do? When I'm playing like this, what can I do? Angelique Kerber, so close now to her first Wimbledon title.
5 games to 2, second set. About 1 set to love.
There's different ways to try to get your level up, hit your way out of trouble. Clearly what she's been trying to do, that hasn't worked. 6-3, 5-2, risky to continue that approach. She's got to make Kerber feel the pressure of winning her first Wimbledon. Make her earn it.
I thought Serena had changed her strategy when she got up from the last sit down. First point, she came out, wasn't overhitting, was being more patient, but didn't sustain that.
Well, I think some of that may be due to the fact that, physically, I mean, she's not all the way back. To get that long rally, she had 2 of those in that game, didn't seem to recover very quickly from those. So it's a very fine line for her right now, and Kerber's really playing at the very, very top of her game. Outstanding job by her so far. 1 hour, less than an hour, she's a game away.
First task then for Serena Williams. Will serve, but serving here to stay in this final.
Please. Love.
As the Kerber arm starts to get heavier, trying to win this.
Pretty impressive serving. 116.
Game.
And a hole to love, which again brings the crowd to life, and they try and respond and inject something into the spirits of Grand Slam champion to serve for the Wimbledon title.
Wow, impressive start. Think about the finish line, just the next point.
15 love.
She missed that.
No.
That's why you make your opponent hit that one extra ball.
And Kerber turns her back. Again, not caught up in all this. And this is the story for Williams today. Trying to drag herself back into the match, but when the game is not there.
30 love.
Too many balls she's tried to hit too hard. And she didn't need to.
Hobbles over the net. Eventually, they almost ran out of ideas. The touch was beautiful from Williams. Kerber almost hunting it down. Now they try and lift her still.
$30-15. Let second serve.
Williams just stepped in there, and you almost sense the tightness in the Kerber serve, the understandable tightness.
30-all.
How did she get that return back?
Kerber riding the lines on centre court and bringing herself nervously, unsteadily to championship points.
Thank you.
And there it is now. Kerber tumbles to the centre court turf. Not an eighth for Williams, but a first title for Angelique Kerber. How simple in the end it looked, how sweet it is not to be for Serena Williams today. Everything today for Angelique Kerber. And she knows how that feels.
What a wonderful moment with the hug.
Well, her mother looking on with tears welling in her eyes. She has won the Australian Open, she's won the US Open, but again, her first Wimbledon title, and here we go, doing the cash, doing the Rafa. Losing your way, it's almost traditional.
It is, and a lot of people thought Kerber could come through and win this, but in that fashion, in the hug with her coach, Wim Fissette.
Her father, Slavomir, is there, Beata, her mother. And again, Serena Williams knows how special this moment is and leaves her to it.
Absolutely magnificent effort by Angelique Kerber there. I mean, from start to finish.
Yeah, sustained that level of play throughout.
On the money. And I think all things considered, considering who she was playing and where she was, she handled herself admirably.
Well, we mentioned Steffi Graf and her 7 titles, and first win for Germany since 1996. But above all, a win for Angelique Kerber. 3 of the 4 she has now. Only the French Open escapes her after her 2 other major wins in 2016. And to do it in front again of some of the greatest who have played, and to do it against one of the greatest who has played. Painful for Serena Williams, but again, she will be back, and again so soon in her comeback relatively.
A lot to be proud of for Serena, which has happened to her the last year and a half, and the injury even at the French. I mean, she's done a great job herself to put herself in this position.
So again, the formalities of bringing everything out. The presentation party will be introduced shortly. The Union flag draped table